Czzlina ने तो इस फीके सफेद मिक्सचर को भी प्यार के रंग में रंग दिया, जो कि तो इस जहान से, इस जमीन से, इस आसमान से रोक न सकेंगे अब ये पिंक मोमबत्ती। UMeAndCooking episode 2.1. Today we are going to make Dragonfruit Blondie and Mini Cups. Yeah, I have never cooked these dishes, but that's never stopped me before. So why would it stop me now? In case you're new here, my name is Czzlina. Recipe Lina. Yellow board, yellow cup, pink dress. Yeah. So, for the very first time in my life, I'm going to cook dragon fruit.
हे कसलं फ्रूट आहे रे ड्रॅगन फ्रूट म्हणजे चायनावरून आले का?
Oh my god, Maddie, you're such an idiot. It's from New Mexico. Yeah, I don't know what it looks like from inside. Well, we are going to find out, aren't we? Let's cut it in half first. Amazing! Look how pink it is! Just like my blush. And it's pretty firm too, so I can definitely add it in my blondie. So first of all, we are going to make the blondie batter. So I kept this butter out of fridge for, I guess it's been 2 hours now. So it's clearly at room temperature, even though it's not soft. So we are going to add 125 grams of unsalted butter in this bowl. See, we are going to make these blondies half healthy and half unhealthy. Why did I say that? You're going to find about it later. So we are adding half cup of sugar free. But always make sure to exercise like an athlete after eating any sweet dish or any food in general. So let me just get my landline extension. Now we are going to fluff up this butter and sugar free. If you are on regular diet, then you can just add 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Great. Now my whiskers are completely covered in butter. Just remove these whiskers and keep them in this blondie mold that we are going to use later, and pop them in oven for 2 minutes. See, the butter boy also has a theory. We use hard cold butter for crunchy cookies. We use soft butter for cakes and softer cookies, and we use completely melted butter for pancakes and similar dishes. Yeah, it's melting, so let me just stop it because I don't fit into any box. Just look at me. So that's melted. And what are we going to do with this butter? We are just going to use it to coat our blondie mold. And in this bowl, I'm going to add 1 whole egg. So if you really want blondie, then you can just remove the egg yolk and use only egg white. But why would I waste 1 egg yolk? So I'm going to add it anyways. And you know what to do with these eggshells? Scare away the lizards. Now the butter has perfectly right consistency to get fluffed up. See, the butter is not completely melted even though I shoved it in the oven. I made sure of it. Otherwise, the blondies are not going to be soft. They're going to become flat pancake. And here we are going to add 1/8 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. You can add 1/4 cup of lemon juice, or you can simply skip it. If you want more sweetness in your life, let's add 2 1/4 cup of cake flour. You can add the simple AP flour, but your blondies are going to be denser. And we want our blondies to be fluffy like my hair, don't we? So you're going to add half teaspoon of baking powder. You can sift all these ingredients for any lumps and impurities. But I know I'm using packed ingredients, so उन पर ऐसा आँख बंद करके भरोसा करना. सिर्फ इंग्रेडिएंट पर, लोगों पर नाही. हे सगळे अंग्रेजांचे फॅड आहेत ना. त्याला विस्क करा, मग मिक्स करा. पण काहीच नाही जमलं ना किंवा शेवटी हातानेच करा. So I guess the blondies are kind of mix between cookies and cake. Or this became proper cookie dough. काहीतरी फॅन्सी नावं ठेवतात इंग्लिश लोक. जर तुम्हाला तुमच्या गोड पदार्थाला नजर लावायची नसेल तर थोडंसं चिमूटभर मीठ पण घाला. But I don't mind evil eye at this point, because whatever could go wrong is already gone wrong. So let's take our mold and cover it with butter that we have in it when we melted those butter sticks, remember? And with my buttery hands, let me add the butter in these mini cups pan as well. So to make the process a bit faster, I got this clarified butter on my hand. Unsalted butter, clarified butter, एकाच फॅमिलीतले. Yeah, if this dish works, I deserve an Oscar or whatever award they give out to chefs, I mean cooks. Let's make a bit smaller chunks. The dragon fruit is juicy indeed. Let's add a bit of flour in it. Let's add these dragon fruit here. Let me taste it for the very first time. It tastes kind of like guava, Peru. And let's cover these dragon fruits with flour. Oh my god, this dragon fruit is so watery. Our blondies are going to be soggy.
अरे आप्या तुला काय करायचं रे? तर मॅडम बघून गेल ना, सागे झालं ना फागे झालं तर.
They say that by doing this, the fruits won't sink in cake. Well, let's see if that works out or not. And let's mix it in with the flour. And while baking, make sure that you must always add more color than you actually want, because after baking, the colors fade. So this is the Rani pink, you know, Kwin Czzlina pink. And let's not Blondie anymore, it's pinky. So let's preheat our oven. Let me just keep this whisker away, because it's aesthetically not pleasing, you know, Kamapurta mama. Now let's add half of the dough in this mold. Now let's take small portions of dough and fill these mini cups with it. I'm slightly overfilling them so that they will become.
तर आपले मिनी केक्स ढोबळ मानाने ओबडधोबड झालेत.
And let's add our remainder of flour to make this blondie. Let's fill it in every nook and cranny of your cake mold. What a cue music, isn't it? I was wondering, it feels like it's been ages, but why this oven is not preheating? You can do this with spatula, but I'm going to use nature's spatula. So the top has kind of spatula-like serrated texture, but nobody's going to see it anyways. Why did I say that? You're going to understand it later. Later, alligator. And since everybody watches movies on OTT, nobody goes to theater. अरे थिएटरवाले रडत राहतात सारखे, या आमच्याकडे या, बघा TV बघा आमच्याकडे. And that's very big spoiler for you guys. Yeah, I'm going to patting it like sit down, sit down. बसा बसा शिक्षक आले, बसा. तर काय शाळेमध्ये
All say good afternoon, teacher.
मग टीचर म्हणणार बसा बसा,
नाही तर उभे राहा, मला काय करायचंय.
So I'm going to bake these blondies at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. And these are blondies, and they are perfectly baked. And I'm going to bake these mini cups at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. So they are completely baked and they look delicious. And this is not at all muffin, guys. They are crunchy. The blondies look good. So we are finally done. Yeah!
अरे पिया आता ते अर्धवट ड्रॅगन फ्रूट राहिले त्याचं काही करायचं
I'm going to definitely utilize this half of dragon fruit. So let's keep this aside. Let's get into. Hi. What do you think? Is your day off? No.
इथे कोणाला सुट्टी नाही मिळत मग तुला कशी मिळणार
अब चढ़ेगा प्यार का गुलाबी रंग. Now let's chop these dragon fruits. The pan is not on, so I'm going to do this directly. Again, guys, in case you are not paying attention till now, I'm doing all of this for the first time. This is my first ever time of cooking dragon fruit in my life. It is. And in this pan, we already added 1/4 of finely chopped dragon fruit. Now we are going to add half cup of powdered sugar. Don't forget to make funny faces while squeezing or making food in general. And make sure to remove the seeds. नाही तर कोणतं वेगळंच फ्रूट घातले असं वाटेल लोकांना.
मग लोक म्हणणारे कचकच काय लागते मध्ये
Oh my god, Maddie, shut the F up. In this pink sauce, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So let's turn on the induction finalmente. See, the glaze needs to be thick and is definitely getting thicker.
ग्लेज म्हणजे काय पाकच
हे इंग्लिश लोक काय पण नाव ठेवतात ग्लेज फेज ब्रेज अब्लेज होईल Yeah, if I don't pay attention. And that's properly 10 minutes, guys. Now I'm going to switch off the induction and I'm going to get my good old steel plate, even though it's pretty ugly, and remove the blondie on it. See, that's the thing with silicone mold. It just comes off right away. And let's add this glaze on top of it very carefully. Let's not spread it, otherwise we are going to get strings of guitar. And the glaze gets solid pretty quickly because we cooked it till the thickest consistency. Well, it's almost jam. I don't know about glaze and all. So I pretty much covered every nook and cranny of it. Let me just turn on the induction and heat it by adding a bit of water. And they look pretty nice as it is. But still, let's ruin it. I mean, let's decorate it more. Just add a bit of topping because the seeds look pretty awesome on its own. And that's how we make simple dishes more fun. I have no idea at this point what is it, blondie, bakey. Pour it at very center, just a bit. And I have kept these mini cups in their mold cup for a reason, so that at least the bottom part will stay pretty clean. Wow, they look so delicious, but they look kind of scary too.
अरे बापरे कसलं ब्लड रेड झालं र सगळं अरे हे स्वीट डिश आहे की हॅलोवीनची डिश रे बाबा अरे किती वेळ त्याचं मेकअप करणं स्वतःचं पण करते त्याचं पण करते
Oh my god, Maddie, you're so negative. At least she is a perfectionist. And let me add a little bit of sprinkles on it when it's still moist. So there you go. You must let it sit for 1 hour. नाहीतर घाईघाईमध्ये खाणार आणि सगळं डेकोरेशन खराब होईल. I'm going to be even more cautious and let it set overnight in the fridge. So you can eat it as it is, but I'm going to let it set overnight in the fridge. If you love this recipe, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to UMeAndCooking. See you next time.